Shalom, brothers and sisters. My mom just pointed out in Deuteronomy, right? 16, number 20, it says, follow righteousness, so that you live and inherit the land which Yahuwah, your Elohim, has given you. Do not plant for yourself any tree as an Asherah near the altar of Yahuwah, your Elohim, that you make for yourself. We are the altar. So, and do not pull up a pillar which Yahuwah, your Elohim, hates. Bam. This is a super reference to the Asherim pole, which is also an AKA a Christmas tree, right? So now I'm going to go to Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 is... All right. Number 2. I'm going to... Number 1, right? Hear the word which Yahuwah speaks to you, O house of Israel. Thus said Yahuwah, do not learn the way of the Gentiles, and do not be frightened by the signs of the Shamayim, for the Gentiles are frightened by them. For the prescribed custom of these people are worthless. For one cuts a tree from the forest, work for the hands of a craftsman with a cutting tool, right? They adorn it with silver and gold. They fasten it on nails and hammers so that it does not topple. They are like a rounded post, and they do not speak. They have to be carried because they do not walk. Do not be afraid of them, for they do no evil, nor is in them to do any good. All right? Yeah, so the point is, it's not like don't be afraid of them, put them in your house. It's like don't be afraid of them because they can't do nothing. But what is the problem? The problem is putting it up, So the person that puts it up is the person that is transgressing, in my opinion. So we are growing in Yah's word and become discerning on, like what not to do. So this is what we're told not to do. And then I was looking at Tehillim, Psalms 15 and 35, I think. But look at, their idols are silver and gold, the work of man's hands. They have mouths, but they do not speak, and they have eyes, but they do not see. They have ears, but they do not hear. They have noses, but they do not smell. They have hands, but they do not handle. They have feet, but they do not walk. They make no sound through their throat. The ones who make them shall become like them, all who trust in them. O Israel, trust in Yahuwah. He is our help and their shield. O house of Aaron. All right. So obviously the point is the one who does these idols and things like that, that Yah tells us, oh, please don't do it, through his prophets, which... in past times, we killed the prophets just to not hear Yah's word, right? Now, I think we are all aware of, we shouldn't have done that, So now we're coming back into, only the true believers will come back into the faith. Everybody else is going to be all, cutting a Christmas tree. I don't know, putting it up. All right. So Ben, but I know you're not going to. Yeah, is good. So Psalms 35, 35:16. The idols of the Gentiles are silver and gold. Look at the two witnesses saying the same thing pretty much. The work of man's hands. They have mouths, but they do not speak. They have eyes, but they do not see. They have ears, but they do not hear. Also, there is no breath in their mouth. Those making them become like them. Everyone who is trusting in them boom, bam, bam, bam. So we're not supposed to, all this idol nonsense, like even, I would say even, any idol, obviously, and there's so many to choose from, and but today we're picking on the Asherim pole. We're gonna chop them down. Even Nahum. Oh, yeah. It says Nahum. I should have looked it up. I just don't want. Thank you, Abba, for your word that cleans us from these ways of hell. And it brings us into covenant to walk shining in the light of your glory as we strive to love each other in this life. All right, when I get to Nahum, Matthew, Mark looking here. All right, now we're talking. Obviously, I guess I'll save that for another one. Nahum comfort, right? So it's talking about the enemy being cut off, right? Oh, and he's gonna break his yoke, because the enemy. I'm gonna have you read it. The enemy one is the one that is coming against Yah's people, and preventing us from doing Yah's things. By what? By putting in counterfeits. So that it keeps you occupied and becoming deaf and dumb to Yah's voice. But now we're breaking out. We're breaking in. We're living it up, praising